Hi there, my name's Tallman, and let's talk about Demon Hunter.
On April 7th, 2020, Blizzard released the Ashes of Outland set. In addition to a normal standard rotation, Hearthstone saw the first added class to the game since launch, in the form of Demon Hunter. It went very smoothly, and everyone was happy. Wait, no they weren't! Demon Hunter was crazy powerful at launch. Everyone was playing it. Card nerfs got announced in one day. 5 mana Skull of Gul'dan, 5 mana 4 durability Warglaives, 5 mana Imprisoned Antane. God, why was all the broken stuff at 5 mana? 3 mana Altruist combined with 0 cost Twin Slice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Demon Hunter was so good, even I hit Legend with it.
If this is an ice block, this is over. Yes! We got there!
Well, the class saw a lot of balance changes over the year, and over the course of the next few expansions, Team 5 has been messing around with different archetypes, but the overall theme of Demon Hunter seems to be do all the good things and do them very well. But now with another rotation behind us and the core set here to hopefully balance things out a little better, Forged in the Barrens sees Demon Hunter go in a new direction. Deathrattles. Okay. Is it any good? Who knows? Let's find out.
Welcome back to Bottom Deck Achievements, a Hearthstone achievement hunting series. And, just like the intro said, we're going to talk about Deathrattle Demon Hunter today. We got nerfs in Standard that just hit the other day as I'm recording this, so I'm really excited to check out Standard now that Lunacy Mage and the Watchtowers have been nerfed. But first, I got an achievement I want to grab. I have been playing some more of Zoo Warlock in Classic, as well as I built a really bad Zoo Warlock deck in Standard when the nerfs hit. But I did pop the first achievement for summoning some imps. This works with both Flame Imp, the 1-drop that deals damage to yourself when you play it, as well as the 3/2 imps that are summoned from the Warlock rank spell, as well as the legendary that opens a portal when your deck is empty. That guy's not really good, don't play him. At least I don't think so. He might be okay. But I built a Zoo Warlock list to go after a couple other achievements here, namely this one, playing a bunch of 0-cost shadow spells. I believe they wanted you to do this with the Warlock legendary Tansim Roam, but this doesn't specify 0-cost shadow spells made 0-cost by her. And in fact, there are a couple 0-cost shadow spells in Standard right now. So I've been playing a couple of those, as well as a couple of the rank spells, like I said, and then just some other garbage here and there, like the Hog Rancher, which is not a great card, but just playing it until I get the achievement. So I can show off that list real quick before hopping into some Demon Hunter stuff. So let's do that. So here is my Zoo list. Like I said, I have a couple copies of some 0-cost shadow spells, Raise Dead. It's pretty good in Zoo. And Ritual of Doom. It's okay with eggs if you can get a wide board going. But I'm really just playing them to have some 0-cost shadow spells to play for the achievement. Other than that, it fills out like a standard Zoo list, Flame Imp. I put in Possessed Villager to have some Deathrattle synergy with Ritual of Doom. Like I said, I'm also running Hog Rancher in that just to summon a couple hogs. I put Kazakus in there as the top end of the deck because I had no other 4-drops. Because there's an achievement with building all sorts of different types of golems with him as well. So the deck isn't very good. It can sometimes squeak out a win or two, but for the most part, it's just to grind out a couple achievements that are otherwise kind of annoying to get, like the Hog Rancher one. But let's dive into the main topic of the video, the Deathrattle Demon Hunter. I don't know how good this archetype is. I sort of built my own list and then made reference to another list off of hsreplay.net and kind of made a little mesh of the two. The main difference with my list is I'm running a couple of the Sigils to work towards the achievement for triggering a bunch of those. I believe the 3rd level of that achievement requires you to play a whopping 200 Sigils. I only have 3 in the deck, which I actually need to take out 1 Sigil of Silence, because it seems like the worst one. And I do want to put in 1 more Sigil of Flame, so I will go ahead and create that. It's okay against aggro, this one. The Sigil of Silence just seems like a bad card. So I would rather, if I am going to be running the Sigils, to run the better one. But throughout the list, I just have a couple decent cards here and there, like Battlefiend and Illidari Studies. But there's a lot of Deathrattle synergy. Tuskpiercer draws you a Deathrattle minion. Fogsail Freebooter is really just there for the... Is Tuskpiercer the only weapon I have? I think so. That might not be the best card. That was from the list on HS Replay. I think they were also running Trueaim Crescent in their list. But the main meat of this deck is going to be the Razorboar, the... if I can find the right ones, the Razorfen Beastmaster, and the legendary Deathspeaker Blackthorn. These are ones that are going to pull your Deathrattle cards out of your hand and out of your deck, which is what the achievement asks of you. I believe it wants you to do this 50 times for 50 different minions. And once again, I have no idea how this deck is going to play out. I did put in one copy of Burning Blade Acolyte because there's also an achievement for summoning the 5/8s from him as well. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I haven't played too much Standard since the nerfs hit, but I'm excited to dig into it. So let's get into a game. Mage gets nerfed, and we are immediately up against a mage. Even though it's a 4-drop, I like Vengeful Spirit here in the outcast position to draw us a couple Deathrattle boys. I'm going to throw back the Sigil of Flame because mage is probably going to be playing a bit slower. What do you know? The deck that's playing minions, I threw the Sigil of Flame out against. I guess this might be an okay time for Sigil of Silence to at least get rid of the spell damage on these boys. I'm ready for an amazing... There it was! Okay. Let's see how this goes. Aw. I only had 2 boys and they were so little. These won't even pull boys out of my hand. Oh well. Maybe I need to go heavier on the Deathrattles. I'm dead. Not going to make any judgments after the first game. I'm going to go in one more time and see if it feels any different. Here, I would actually love to see that Sigil of Silence. Because if I can at least eat a single Libram, that would be really good. Oh yeah, there we go. Sigil of Silence in the opening hand. Love to see it. Alright, I think I have to take Kurtrus because there is an achievement for killing minions with him. And I don't have him and don't want to craft him, so this might be a viable option to get this achievement done. Alright, well they're top decking now, so I don't think... Ugh.
May the light grant you peace.
That's so gross. That's so much value off of just one turn. Alright, well I'm probably dead. But I can at least pull a bunch of stuff out of my deck. There's no taunt Deathrattle, right? Oh god, alright, I'm dead. Okay, so in that game, did I just get really unlucky with that they were able to buff that steed up so much? I don't know. But what I think this deck needs is... I want to see if there's any, like, taunt Deathrattle stuff. This is too expensive to run. This never gets pulled for free. Taunt and Deathrattle restore health to my hero. Okay, this might be an option. I kind of like this one. I think I need to put back the pirates. And we did need more Deathrattles that first game. I think that might be our best option as far as like some taunt stuff going on. Yeah, everything else is a little too expensive, so let's try including that and see if that goes any better. They're gonna wound prey my face. Oh god, I guess that gives them enough juice to kill my my guy. If they only learn to attack faster. Bad choice, bud. I don't agree with that play at all, actually. So, anyway, here's Wonderwall. Those are some... Alright. That feels powerful to pull these out, all these taunts. Anyway. Do I ever just start striking in with these? Or I think I just need to start going face, huh? I have enough taunt on the board to deal with these 1/1s plus whatever other rush stuff they might have. Guess we'll see. Oh. Okay. So that's how that deck feels when it pops off. And that felt good. The other two games felt less good, but I did make the one change, so let's see if this feeling is consistent. Nope, only got one. I miscounted. It's a decent pull, though. Do they have their second Healy boy? I guess not. Okay, this is good. It's actually really good. Play the... Okay. Alright, so after the initial change, the deck does feel a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and take Baron Rivendare out of the deck. It feels a little clunky. Take out Baron Rivendare, and I guess I will throw in a... I'll throw in one Trueaim Crescent just to see. I could get some value from Deathrattle stuff with it. We'll see. Both Tuskpiercers. Interesting. I'll hang on to the Sigil of Flame. I guess I'll hang on to both weapons as well. I was half expecting the Trueaim Crescent to pop up in that mulligan slot. Okay. Definitely a control warlock. Only one taunt. I am gonna trade here. This is probably all gonna get Twisting Nethered, which is fine because that would leave me with a 5/8. Oh. It's a lot of boys. Okay. This won't even pull from my hand, unfortunately. I gotta just pressure as much as I can here, but they probably have the tools to deal with whatever my board is. Oh god. Yep, there we go. One card dealt with my whole board.
Not you.
Alright, well. At this point, I'm just hoping to find a Sigil. Why not? It's all I can hope for at this point. Wait, did my Sigil of Flame? Oh no, their board was full, that's why. I at least got to trigger one more Sigil. But yeah, I guess Control Warlock does that to this deck. Unfortunately. I suppose I'm probably dead. Oh, Yasiraj. Oh, it was Yasiraj I was trying to think of earlier. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, well, I have a feeling that that's probably just in general a bad matchup for this deck anyway. Oh well. We won 3 of 6, exactly 50% win rate, including some janky cards in our deck. Okay, let's check the progress we made on some of these Demon Hunter achievements. In the 5.5 games, we did 23 of the 50 ticks for the Summoning Deathrattle achievements without playing them, which means, I guess, you can expect to pop this if you just run a full-on Deathrattle deck in about 12 games or so. Not too bad of a grind. The Sigils, that's going to take a little bit longer. In those games, we only did 8, so if we just assume, let's just say 6, that's still a lot of games we're going to have to play. And even though I don't own Kurtrus, I got 4 ticks of this achievement today. I had 1 because I actually got a Kurtrus off of another Wind Portal when playing a mage game earlier and killed a minion with him, so I got 1 tick. But 4 ticks, considering I don't own the card, didn't have it in my deck, not too bad. You seem to find it pretty decently often with Illidari Studies. So I guess in summary, the Don't Dead Open inside, pretty easy achievement to do, even if you don't have the legendary. The fact that I think it's a common and a rare, the ones that pull the Deathrattle minions from your hand, those alone should get you there without too much of a grind. I am really concerned about this Sigil achievement though. Triggering 200 of them is going to take some doing.
Hi there. Tallman from the future here. Between the time I recorded the footage for this video and edited it, I completed the Deathrattle achievement. It took a total of 13 games, so my guess of 12 was pretty close. My record for these 13 games was 8-5, so pretty good. But keep in mind my MMR in Standard is not the best. Overall, the deck didn't feel super overly powerful, but Deathspeaker Blackthorn did feel pretty good when I played him. It seems to do pretty poorly against control and against hyper-aggression, but against some mid-range strategies, like it did pretty well versus Paladin and Hunter in the games I played against them. So take that for what you will, but overall, it's a decently enjoyable deck. I did take the stats of the other achievements and kind of correlated those out, extended them out to kind of predict how many games it would take for each one. For the Demonspawn summoning achievement, which should take around 80 games with 1 in the deck. Of course, that gets lower if you run 2 copies. Killing minions with Kurtrus. So this one's interesting because I don't own the card. I'm just pulling it off Illidari Studies. There's only 12 Outcast cards in Standard right now, so your odds of getting Kurtrus as a choice in your Discover pool is 25%. With all that being said, the number of time I actually played and killed minions with Kurtrus should take about 65 games. Not too bad considering I don't actually own the card. Now the Sigils. Hoo boy. With playing 3 in a deck, it should take around 150 games in total to play 200. That is a lot. Of course, the number does come down a bit if you run a 4th copy, and I would actually predict and expect them to print a 3rd Sigil in the mini set incoming, which would make this achievement go faster. But if you're looking to pop these achievements ASAP, well, you better get to grinding.
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. And hey, go follow me on Twitch or on Twitter. That's where you're going to find me most of the time. On both platforms, it's at HeyTallman. I'd greatly appreciate a follow at either place. Anyway, that is going to do it for me today. Have a great day, and may the cards you need the most never be at the bottom of your deck. Take easy.